This is Geometry A, Unit 7, Lesson 1. We're in a new unit on lines and segments in triangles. The first line that we're going to deal with is something called a mid-segment. So let's define what a mid-segment means. As the name suggests, mid sounds like the beginning of the word middle, and that is intentional. It does. It means middle. So a mid-segment of a triangle, or even of any any polygon, is a line segment that connects two midpoints. Midpoint standing for middle point. Okay. So let's say we have triangle ABC here. The mid-segment, or a mid-segment of triangle ABC, would be a line that connects the midpoints, or the middle points, of AB and AC. Okay, so this is the midpoint, mid-segment, we'll call this DE, of triangle ABC, where E is the midpoint of AB, the middle point, and D is the midpoint or middle point of AC. Divides it equally. It's exactly in the middle. It cuts it into two congruent segments. Okay. Now there's a rule about the mid-segment of any triangle. Okay, and that is this: the mid-segment is 1/2 the opposite side. Okay, so in this particular case, if the opposite side is 16, then the mid-segment is 8. If the opposite side is 20, the mid-segment is 10, because the mid-segment is half of the opposite side, right? And we can use that to solve answer all kinds of questions. Now, just to make sense of this, I do want to extend this a little bit here. There is more than one mid-segment to any given triangle, and there are, in fact, 3 mid-segments to a given triangle. And if I draw all 3 mid-segments of a triangle, of a given triangle, I end up with, in fact, 4 congruent triangles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 congruent triangles. And every one of them is half the opposite side. So in other words, let's say this is 8, then this is 4. If AC is 12, then EF is 6. Okay, and so on and so forth. Now here, let's do a problem in which you might be expected to do some work here. Let's say this side is 2x, and this side is 3x minus 5. Find the value of x that makes it true. Okay, we would do this. The mid-segment is half of the opposite side, or the opposite side is twice the mid-segment. So we could say 3x minus 5 equals twice as much as 2x. It takes 2 of the EDs to make a BC. Okay, we can solve the equation here, and let's see, because I made this up off the top of my head, if this works. Subtract 4x, yeah, and x equals -5. Right? So we end up with a negative answer. So this doesn't make sense in the real world. But that's the sort of thing you'll be asked to do. Okay? So do note here, what I'm working on is this: the opposite side is twice the mid-segment, or the mid-segment is half the opposite side. That's the big idea. So ED is half of BC. Or you could say BC is twice ED. Those are two ways to say the same thing. Okay? So hopefully that helps.